Hi. Hi, everybody. Hold on. There we go. uh, Hello. Hi, everybody. Sorry about the wait. Hi, Rita. How are you? Okay, so I was planning on doing this in the morning, and then my fucking alarm didn't go off because I unknowingly had like the ringer off. So all 11 alarms I had just went by. I am a heavy sleeper. One time, something with the police, like, okay, my grandma got upset at my dad, so she called the police, and they were all fighting, woke up my mom, just a bunch of shit, and I just slept that entire time. Also, I noticed last stream my audio was weird. Is it really loud? Like, on the stream, okay, last stream it was stupid, like it was blaring a lot. I don't know why. I have the pop filter on and everything. Is this better? Tell me when. Sounds glitchy? The gain is too high. Ah, that makes sense. Give me a sec. Okay, so... Okay... This any better? Just testing it. That sounds better. That's good. I wonder what's going on with my mic. It all of a sudden everything has been going to shit. Like Audacity's been doing weird crap with it. My model can't be used because it keeps using the background music as the audio that's coming into it. You think it's probably my Mac? I think so too. Because I did an update recently, I think. And it may have fucked everything up. Because before I updated my Mac, everything was working perfectly. Yeah, I need a new Mac. But that's alright. I'm doing just fine. Everything can be fixed. But yeah, if I get low or high or glitchy or whatever, just tell me so I know. Because I don't want to be like, oh, I can't fix that now. Rosa, you're fine. You don't have to like know a whole bunch of shit about it. You're fine perfectly as you are. So anyway, I wanted to talk about like that music video that I want to do. Your window makes it look like you're wearing a Pope hat. I don't see it. it a Pope hat goes outwards. Hey, I have imagination. Jeez, you don't see something once and suddenly they're like, oh, you don't have imagination. Old people. No. No threshold. So I was having so much trouble with recording, not just because of how I can't keep my voice like steady. Wait, what do you mean? I mean, if I can start playing Cult of the Lamb, then maybe. But no, I wasn't planning on making a cult. But yeah, it wasn't just because of my voice, it was also because everything about the audio was shit. Like, all of a sudden, everything was glitchy. And it sounded very crunchy. So I tried looking up a bunch of shit, and it's like, oh, I just did this, and something or other. I am on a Windows computer, so of course it's gonna work because it's fucking different. I find the internet to be usually no help at all. There was only one video where it's like, oh, just put this up a bit. Like, I don't remember what it was. It was some sort of setting in Audacity where it just says just keep going up until it sounds how you normally sound. And surprisingly, it worked. Especially since it's Mac, I'm presuming there's not a lot of people who use it for VTubing. No, everybody's like, get a fucking PC. Nuna, get a fucking PC. Sky, get a fucking PC. Ryda, get a fucking PC. I am the black sheep of how to stream. Have you tried installing Linux? No. I'm fine with what I have. Nothing wrong with being the odd one out. Unless your computer fucks you over, then it is definitely a bad thing. Wait. Ooh. For version 3.0 Genshin Impact. Wow! I'm gonna have to play that later. I won't be able to play on stream because I run at 10 frames per second. Yay! Look at me go! But yeah, I've basically been waiting on Genshin because I've had nothing to do. Thank you, Rosa. Thank you. Ten frames per second is pretty solid for a Mac, to be honest. Yeah, but I want at least 20. And also the ability to play a Switch game. That's why I'm getting a better Mac that can hold, like, hold on. About this Mac. Okay, so this is a 2017 13-inch MacBook Air. The processor is 1.8 gigs. Dual core Intel Core i5. Memory is 8 gigabytes. The graphics are also Intel. I won't tell you the serial number because that would be stupid. It's a shit computer. Like, okay, so what I have as my featured gift, it has, wait, hold on. Give me a second. Let me, yeah, it has 128 gigabytes of unified memory. Do you know how much I could do with all that memory? A whole fucking lot. Memory. Very important. Did chat freeze or am I just talking too much? I can never tell. Okay, they're still not here yet. Now I got auto mod. Jesus. Why does that happen? I don't like auto mods. Like, let me decide what I would like to be placed in my chat. Thank you, Ryda. So what were you trying to say anyway? Explain it where you won't get modded. So is this too high? I think it is. I wish for any other microphone. I'm actually thinking about replacing this. Even though I just got it. That's one thing. That's one thing I hate. Is not being, like, not using something to the fullest. But I gotta say, it would help. It would help if it wasn't a USB mic, because for some reason it gets fucked when it's a USB. Also, I looked into those, like, those things that Rosa showed me, those links. It was about the pitch I had, like head voice, chest voice, that sort of stuff. It makes sense because it explains a lot about how to not mimic a person's voice and try to use your own voice and how comfortable you are, because not everybody has the same amount of pitch. Not everybody has the same amount of pitch, so it can get pretty bad when you're like me, who is gasping for air trying to hold a note. No, the links are helping a lot. USB mics have built-in audio interfaces, which can vary widely in quality compared to a dedicated audio interface. Yeah. Audio in general is confusing to me. I mean, I'm learning a bit more on it, but it's still like, what? How do you get from here to there? Why does audio do this when it's clearly not connected to that part at all? Why is there noise when there really shouldn't be? Also, holy shit, I think my computer just stopped making noises. Damn, okay. A lot of tech is complicated, that is true. Although I did have a little bit of fun with coding, I want to do that on stream, but everything's a bit ridiculous with what windows that you can open, what windows you can't, or else your stream will just fall apart. Just a bunch of shit. One thing I do know how to do is design things. Like, for example, wow! I made this. It's clean. You have a little box to yourself. I am still working on that table. In fact, I am, hold on. In fact, I am on the part where I'm, like trying to clean it up line-wise. Because I need to do a basic line design and then make it all pretty and neat. Then take that design, and color it, and then take that design, put it in Photoshop, put everything in it, and there you go, you have a table. It's all about transferring to different art programs, because sometimes one art program cannot help you. Especially since a lot of art programs differ in quality. Line art scares me, especially when I try to draw. I use references, and I get everything's gonna be like, oh, you can't trace, that's against the fucking artist rules. It's like, if you have trouble drawing a certain bit of something, like a hand or a body or nose, use that picture and make it. I feel like that shouldn't be judged at all. If you have difficulties doing something, try using a handicap. You will eventually, like, in a way, your muscles, like muscle memory, will remember how to do the shapes. So with time, you won't need that handicap anymore, and you'll just be able to create it yourself. Oh, gotta go prepare for stream. See ya, Peony. Peony? Bye. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, I'm thinking about doing a Halloween costume. It's on top of the many other things that I'm doing. But I'm thinking about doing a knife in my head or in my hand, whichever, and changing my outfit. Of course, I'm going to have to take my cup and hands away because there is a hole right here, right where my chest is. So I'm gonna have to fill that in. But no to worry. It'll be simple, I hope. I'm still working on the emotions. Like, I've been going back and forth on a bunch of shit, so it's been a little hard trying to get that done. But yeah, it's gonna be Halloween soon. I kinda want to do a collab with Sky, like, just, like, on Halloween, since I have nothing better to do on Halloween anymore. Like, you know, when you used to just go trick-or-treating all night, you know those big candies like the super rich people had? Those were fun. Those are good to get, because those are like the rare type of candy. I was always into gummy Krabby Patties. Those were cool. You could also take them off individually, and it was nice. But yeah, this is my first stream not at night, so that's pretty neat. On Animal Crossing, I just play with my friend on there now. Yeah, but as an adult, you can buy anything that you want at any time. Yeah, except when you can't go anywhere. Like me, who's currently trying to get the ability to go places. Yeah, driving test. How'd that go? It went better. He said that I have more confidence in my driving. I just need to practice more. The problem is, we can't exactly drive on the highway or anything like that because I don't have car insurance. So it's a bit hard. Yep. That would complicate things, understandably. Yeah, especially when I went back into the car, I'm like, okay, I gotta remember how to do some of this shit because I haven't been able to practice. And I really do want to practice because it's terrifying, but it's kind of fun in a way. Especially when I can just go wherever I want. I will say that the gas, not a fan. We should just get rid of gas. Get rid of power to a car. We can go on pure air. Speed is fun. Yeah, except when it gets a little too much for me. Like if I go too fast, it's like, okay, I feel like I'm going to crash into something. There were a lot of trucks. There were a lot of trucks out there, particularly on that day. I get that. Past 95, my car gets kind of squirrely. I mostly don't want to drive, but I do want to drive in the middle of nowhere for camping. I just want to be able to just, I don't know, get sushi, like good quality sushi. Or, I don't know, maybe if I feel a bit bored during, like, okay, I'm not gonna go night driving. It's like a different set of rules when night driving, because you have to be aware, but 10 times more aware than you usually are during the day. Especially when there's no lights in the area that you're driving in. Did you take the test on a highway? I haven't taken the test yet. We've only been practicing. But I wasn't on the interstate, of course, but I weirdly want to go on I-4 to see how I do, but also not at all. Okay, so some Florida advice: if you can schedule it out near the Everglades. The places are super easy. I don't live near the Everglades. Also, yo, fellow Floridian. Yes, I'm doxing myself. Who cares? You won't be able to find me. Yeah, if it's near there, I did mine. I had to, like, circle a parking lot. My problem is reverse and looking at my blind spots, because if I just take a glance, just quickly, the car just drifts completely on the other side of the road. It gets bad. Like, I have the hand-eye coordination thing, so it makes it hard to just control two things at once. You can get a blind spot mirror for your car. I have one, and it's a lifesaver. I just hope I pass so I can get a different job. Oh, that reminds me. So, this lady boasts that she can do 5 baskets in an hour of silverware. Keep in mind that the baskets of silverware that we have to do are like 50 rolls per basket. So she's doing 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. She's doing 250 an hour. Yeah, it was weird because it's like she was boasting. Like, that was something to be proud of. And I'm here, tired as shit, looking at her like, does it look like I give a fuck? I am here doing part-time. I don't even want to be here, but I have to because this is my job. Like making baskets? No, like putting rolls of silverware in a basket. By the way, the baskets are like worn to shit. Some of them are broken. They are not replaced. It's bad. The only two things that are good about this is one, I'm getting muscle, and two, I'm getting money. Other than that, it's pretty shit. What else? Oh yeah, she was like trying to convince a manager to let me go home early so she can roll. And of course I'm like, okay, I don't have a problem with that, but still it's kind of ridiculous. Because it's sort of like she's trying to show me that she can do better with this job than I can. How old is this lady? She's a full-grown adult. She's like 20s, 30s at least. It's ridiculous. And she doesn't really like talk to me in an indoor voice. She like yell talks. Seen that happen when they can't aspire to be more than that. They take it out on others. Yeah. It's just, I want to get out of that job as soon as possible. And with the power of cars, I can do that. And I honestly want to work, like, I don't know, in an ice cream place or like a cafe of some kind. Something nice. Something not too crowded. Not Starbucks. We are not going to Starbucks. But I don't know, maybe like a Baskin Robbins or something like that. And I've had terrible luck applying, like getting a job where I currently live. Because I tried applying for a hostess position at another diner and a cashier/server position at a pizzeria. Both are like, oh, we already filled that. And the pizzeria place is like, oh, we just hired the person. And then they looked at me for about an uncomfortable 30 seconds. They didn't really say anything else. They were like, yeah, we just hired somebody. Stare. It got ridiculous. And of course, every single time I called my parents and they're like, what the fuck is happening? Don't they want people? It's like, yeah, but they don't want me. Because I'm either something that they don't like, or I don't have enough experience, or I'm asking for too much, or some picky shit. It's just a bunch. Starter jobs are pretty hard to get into. Don't take it personally. You say that. But then it's like I've been going to this place to Like, I've been being attentive and trying to say, I really want your job. And then they're like, okay, wait until the manager comes. And then I wait until the manager comes, try to talk to them, and they're like, oh, please find another opportunity. Please, we won't hire you. Just go find another opportunity. It's like, fuck off. You want people to be hired, and then suddenly you're like, oh, you applied here? Well, fuck you. Go away. A lot of jobs in my town are just social work related, sadly. Not a lot of starter jobs. I'm job hunting right now also. Yeah, anime told me that. Had to remake my resume and everything. It's a real pain. I can't wait to make my resume. I told my mom, like, there's probably something that they don't like, and they're like, well, what do you think you could change to make them want to hire you? And it's like, I don't fucking know. Jobs are really hard, especially when you want that job. Like, you visibly want the job. I've learned one thing: just lie to them. Well, that is how my oversell myself. There's overselling, and then there's, like, you could actually get caught. And then that makes them not want to hire you because then you're untrustworthy. It's a two-way street. You could either get the job or be found out and then not be hired for that job. Ooh, good stretch. Ooh. Oh, baby kitty. Why does it only say one watching? Has everybody left me? I think YouTube's been drunk lately. Like, I was so surprised when I just came back to my stream that I did like 4 minutes ago. It's like, oh, you have 321 views. Okay. Okay. Because apparently Temple Run today is like a rarity. So they weren't like somebody playing an old phone game from 10 years ago is apparently newsworthy. So I'm just like, okay, guess I'm playing Google Dino Chroma Run. Or Google Chrome Dino Run. I just looked down and I was, no, don't be sorry. I asked for a reason. I'm gonna play all these games eventually. It's not like I won't. So I'm just asking, which one do you want to see first? Or we're just gonna go down the list. Also, they had fucking Sonic on my phone. So if anybody wants to see Sonic, I'll play Sonic. I've never played a Sonic game before. I've only watched them. Gotta hit up Newgrounds for Flash games too. Keep it real old school. Flash games. I played a lot of Pop Tropica and Cool Math games. Uh, oh. I miss those. I miss the old Pop Tropica. That was a shit. I mean, it was laggy as fuck. Like you could barely move, but it was beautiful. And I really wish they didn't redo it. I think my favorite world in there was probably like the steampunk world, or not the huntsman one, like the cryptid one. You probably don't know what I'm talking about at all. I'm just going off of what I remember. There was this sort of carrot, like there was a villain bunny man who basically tried to take over people's minds by using carrots. Like carrot power, I think. And the place was like a really run down piece of shit place. And I miss it now. I really want to play it. Those are good times. But in Cool Math games, it was like Papa's Freezeria, Sushiria, Pizzeria, bunch of, I don't know, like grab the target type of games. Oh, you have that sort of Rosa. What did you play? Oh, please tell me. I didn't think anybody knew what I was talking about. I thought I was just going off in my own little world of nostalgia that I will never find again. Nostalgia is a cruel mistress. Oh boy. My memory's a blur. I can remember a lot of food-related stuff from Cool Maths. Yeah. It's weird because they have like Twitter accounts now, Pop Tropica and Cool Math. Like still going on. It's like, aren't you dead? Didn't you die? What are you doing here? And of course I followed both of them. Also, Dippin' Dots has followed me. I mean, not gonna lie, I love Dippin' Dots. Sponsor me, Dippin' Dots. And if you don't, that's fine too. I still like what you do. You make good Dippin' Dots. I don't need to be sponsored. I just love Dippin' Dots. Sponsorship stream 1. In my primary school, we stayed inside when it rained, so the computers were filled with people playing Cool Math. We were a bit different, so it was like a rare time when we get to use the computers. And when we did, it was usually for like testing or some crap like that. Just, we couldn't really do much. Middle school was the worst. Like, I bounced to like I think 3 middle schools. One in Florida, one in Georgia, one in Florida again. The first one had a good library. I spent most of my lunch there because I was a fucking loner. As I still am. I used to go to the library a lot. I read manga sometimes, but usually it was just standard books. Hi, Anime, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Toast has gone to sleep or something, I hope. He's been summoned. Here for now. Storm keeps killing internet. No! Not this storm. I mostly just sat under a tree at lunch while I was daydreaming. Miss that a lot. All caps cruise control for cool. So does anybody watch Snapcube? As I say, not knowing if anybody. Oh, and you watch Snapcube animate? Literally, who? You don't. Or Orange doesn't know. Okay. So, Orange. Snapcube is basically a. They mostly do game dubs over. Like, they've done Spider-Man, they've done Sonic games. Recently, they've done Shadow the Hedgehog, which is funny as fuck. No, yes to all caps. Oh. So none. Only Rosa sorta knows, and the both of you don't know. But I'd highly recommend it if you really like shitpost parodies or something like that. It's like a bridge series. In fact, I've added a mug from that sort of thing, and it's called a Moon is a Fuck mug. Oh wait, isn't it the guys with the lions having Eggman bits on the moon? This cannon, yep. That's where it comes from. I'm pissing on the moon. But yeah, it's been a while since they've done like a Sego dub at all. So it was pretty interesting when they're like, here, have a Shadow the Hedgehog dub. And it was even more funny to me because Shadow is one of my favorite characters. One, because he's just overplayed sometimes. And two, because he actually has some sort of a backstory that makes him... Like, you understand why he's so emo, because he's actually a hedgehog with a lot of trauma. Well, I'm gonna check out soon then. Oh man. Well, I'm probably gonna have to end stream very soon to save up. But yeah, I wanted to keep the stream at like an hour or some. But I don't know what else to talk about. What happened this week? What happened last week? Oh. What else happened? What else happened? It's okay, Pina. Stream when you feel like it. Okay, thank you. Well, I had a bunch of personal shit go on earlier. It was something I don't want to get into really a lot for this, but let's say I felt bad. No, you have to keep streaming for our sake right now. Okay, fine. Uh, hmm. Well, oh, and I also got more gifts from earlier. I got a Chi Chi pin. Apparently, it's double backed, so one of them is like hanging off my purse because it couldn't fit two holes because it was too long in between the holes. It's a really cute pin though. Now I'm just waiting for something went wrong. Now I'm waiting for Almond Joy and Mounds. The figure's gonna come like in November. It's gonna be really late. It was a pre-order anyway. I have 2 cups coming in, 2 more Genshin Impact pins, and a fucking box that is shipped, but I don't know where it is. Oh, what figure is it? It is Tanya Degurcha from an anime. It happens to be one of my favorite animes because okay, so it's like a full-grown man from the modern world dies because he basically insulted God and not believing in him. So in another world, he gets reincarnated as a little girl who has to fight in a weird version of like World War II, I think. World War One. I don't know. Maybe I just see a lot of me in the main character. If I was crazy, like a bit more unhinged, to say, and a lot more evil. Apparently, they're making a season 2, which the figure is from. His death was an accident, yeah. What wasn't his time. God offers him a second chance. Dude spits on God. Yeah. It's hard to imagine. Like, this is a dude in a girl's body. So he has to get used to being a tiny girl who is malnourished and is considered it's considered one of the best in the entire I guess the entire war zone, maybe. I'd like one of the best soldiers anyway. Didn't see coworker. Yes, he did push him because he fired him. Ooh. Apparently the manga goes into like what God actually looks like in the manga. Talking to a bunch of gods and like, why does this one person not respect me? It's like, well, maybe if you didn't push him into a world of insanity and made him try to respect you, then maybe he wouldn't be so disgusted in the idea of believing in you. Ever think about that? Sometimes anime just gets really weird. Thank you for the compliment, Rosa. I have a bunch of anime that like, maybe I'll make a list and put it on Twitter or something. A lot of manga is very different. Wait. Well, a lot of manga is very different from the manga. Oh. Blue Exorcist. Oh, you mean the show is different from the manga? Yeah. Yeah, some things they just rather not put in at all. Excited for Overlord season 4. I don't know. I sort of fell out of Overlord. There were a bunch of things that it feels like the main character doesn't know what he's doing. So he's just being a dick for because he's all powerful and stuff. Like, there was one point in the episode where he's like, okay, I have to remember all these lines so I don't forget. This is how I sound like to them because they respect me a lot. Yeah, I'm just a gamer who got stuck in this really weird game because I lost all my friends. I mean, at one point, I think he notices that being a skeleton is actually turning him evil. Huh, that would make sense. But I don't know, it just sort of got a little odd. That reminds me, Pandora's actor. Put him in one episode. He deserved better. I love Pandora's actor so much. He's so over the top, and I love it. And they put him in only one episode. He plays a bigger role as the series goes on, I think. Well, good, because he's just been sitting in the basement for this whole entire show. Boy needs some sunshine. In fact, that's one reason why I watch Isekai Quartet a lot, because he shows up again in that. Also, Tanya makes friends, and it's really cute. I don't know why, I just really like watching her. And other animes that I've watched are Pop Team Epic, Nanbaka, Goblin Slayer, Demon Slayer, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, what else? Assassination Classroom. Oh, love Nanbaka. Yay! Yeah, I want them to continue the damn show so much because they left it at a cliffhanger. It's so sparkly. They were getting so... I love the characters themselves. Assassination Classroom's ending is fucking sad. It it was such a good series too. What else? Feel like I'm gonna cry when I think about it. Yeah, this is what anime does to you. It makes you cry at the end. Uh, what else? Oh, hmm. I have a very high meter on crying. Jeez, I know I posted this a while ago. Oh, Lupin the Third. That is one. I like Lupin. Good. Case closed. I still need to watch more Case Closed because it's like 1,000 plus episodes. They had a lot of episodes. Some of them are kind of repeated, so they're like a Scooby-Doo type of thing where they have multiple of the same type of ghost or goblin or ghoul. But I enjoy it because I love murder mysteries. I was watching the Lupin Third movie trilogy with a friend of mine. It was great. There's a movie trilogy? I haven't seen that. Case closed, English title, Japanese ongoing, Detective Conan. Yeah, I tend to go in between each. Also, the internet gets confused with Detective Conan and Conan the Barbarian. Which makes sense. I may have to end here though, because I still need to do stuff for the cat. And I also need to prepare for next stream, which is going to be like at 9:30 usually. It's okay. I'll be back. I promise. Have a nice afternoon, Peter. Thank you. See you all soon. Oh, take care of your cute cat. I will. Bye-bye. See you later. Have a good day. Hi, Sky. See you soon.